What's up, guys? DTM here, back at it with my predictions for E3 2019. Today I'm going to talk about my predictions for Bethesda's press conference at E3 this year. Bethesda has a lot to prove this year after having a lackluster E3 last year with the announcement of Fallout 76. Fallout 76 wasn't the type of Fallout game that everyone was hoping for and looking for. Fallout is a traditional RPG single-player game, and they turned it into like a survival type of online connected type of game, and that's not really what Fallout fans want. So last year they kind of dropped the ball on that front. Bethesda Game Studios, who is the development team that actually works on Fallout and Elder Scrolls, that's Todd Howard's team, they are actually not even going to show anything at E3 this year. Both of their projects that are currently announced, Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield, have both been confirmed that they will not be appearing at this year's show. So the interesting thing here is Bethesda Softworks, who's the publishing division of Bethesda, they're going to have to bring in all of their other studios to make this year a good show. So the thing we have to really think about here is we need to manage our expectations. We aren't going to get anything huge, I don't think, because Todd Howard's teams usually deliver that big, exciting moment at their show. So this year we're going to have a much quieter show, I believe, but there's going to be a lot of smaller announcements as well mixed in. So first, I think we're going to see Doom Eternal get gameplay shown off with a fall 2019 release date announced. I think it will come at least after October because that's usually the sweet spot, October, November, somewhere in there. Doom, the reboot of Doom, or Doom 4, whatever you want to call it, that was one of my favorite FPS campaigns ever. Like, that was such a fun experience, and it really grounded Doom back to what makes Doom so great, like that gameplay. That gameplay loop is so good, and all of the enemy designs in that game were so good as well. And Doom Eternal looks to even expand on that with, like, armor pieces that fall off. They showed a little bit of that last year, but man, I am super, super excited to see more of Doom Eternal. Next up, I think we're going to see Wolfenstein Youngblood get a large chunk of gameplay shown off. It obviously has a release date of July of this year, so it's definitely going to be close to coming out after E3, after their press conference at E3, rather. So they will definitely show a large part of that off. That's super exciting for me because Wolfenstein Old Blood, which was kind of the spin-off of New Order, which was the original Wolfenstein reboot that Machine Games made back in 2014 with the new gen consoles, that's super intriguing for me because the gunplay in those games are so good. Like the visuals as well, visuals and gunplay are really stellar in those games. Machine Games deserves a ton of credit for what they have done to reboot that series. Ever since this generation started, and they started on New Order and Old Blood and New Colossus, all of them have been really good, so I'm really excited to see what they do with Youngblood as well. This next prediction isn't going to really excite a ton of people, but I do think we will see more DLC revealed for Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76. Both games are very similar experiences as far as like online connected experiences. I know Elder Scrolls Online has received a lot of praise lately, actually. Really since the last couple of expansions that they've released, that's apparently gotten really, really good. I haven't played that game since launch, but I may have to dive back in, especially with Bethesda announcing that Elder Scrolls is still a long ways away. So I'm kind of intrigued by that. As far as Fallout 76 goes, I'm kind of done with that, but I understand if there are people that still want to play that game and experience that world, I totally get them making DLC for it. It's just not necessarily something catered to me specifically. This next one's pretty exciting. I think we will see Dishonored 3 get announced and officially revealed with a gameplay trailer, and I think it will release this fall. They will announce that it will release this fall. Arcane in France is actually the one that develops this series. Dishonored 1 and 2 were really exciting games for me. I love the blend between stealth and action, and I love the abilities that they give you in that game. Like, for instance, the blink power in that game is super useful for closing the gap in short distances when you're trying to sneak up on someone, so that's super cool, and I'm really intrigued to see what they can do to continue push that franchise forward. As far as Arcane Austin goes, they're very intriguing for me because they made the 2017 reboot of Prey. That game was really underrated in my opinion. That game had a ton of BioShock vibes for me personally. I loved that game. I am really excited for a Prey 2. I think there's a small chance we could get a teaser trailer for a Prey 2 this year, but I don't think that would be out until 2020. I do think it is possible that we could see it, but more likely than not, we will just see Dishonored 3. I know this is going to seem short, but this is my last prediction for Bethesda's press conference. And the reason is, like I said, I don't think they're going to have a huge show this year. They have a lot of stuff still on the back burner they're not ready to show yet. So I think the last prediction I have is I think we will get a Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas remaster on the new consoles, not next-gen consoles, but Xbox One, PS4, and maybe Switch. I think Skyrim coming to Switch kind of makes that a possibility. It opens the door to being possible, but I do think we will get remasters for both consoles there in that space. That's it, guys. That's my predictions for Bethesda's press conference at E3 this year. Let me know what you guys think we're going to see from Bethesda. I'm super interested to see what you guys think. There's always other things that I always forget about. I'm sure I forgot about something. Just leave it in the comments below. If you could, like, subscribe, and share this video, I would really appreciate the support. If you want to follow me or if you want to message me, I'm at DanisDTM on Twitter, DTM on Xbox, and DTM3000 on PlayStation Network. If you want to contact me any of those places, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I'm very, very excited for the next predictions that I'm going to do. Next Friday at noon, I'm going to do Ubisoft. So that's going to be a very exciting one to do. So go ahead and come back next week, and I'll have more for you. See you guys. That was just me getting warmed up, but that was pretty good. Pretty fire intro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what I'm saying. Anyways, yes, I am wearing the correct shirt today. Thank you to all the smart Alex out there. You know who you are. What's up, my people? You see what I did there. All right, let's go ahead and start.